So here we have the bolts, and I'll open up the parameter properties and I'll name it washer. After I'm done naming this one, I'll select this other piece and I'll open up the parameters again and I'll name it, for example, nut. Then click OK. And after that, let me see, we open up the associate family parameter again and just select this anchor that's created already. Then click OK. Now, because this part has been joined, the changes don't really apply. So I go here and I'll unjoin the geometry, then select this one and put it under nut. Then open up the edit and select pick. Then select the offset and put it in 1/100th of a millimeter, which is for the groove that we have here, and it looks like this. Then we go to the front view. Now this all just looks fine for now, so let's save it. Alright, then we want to load and close into, let's see which family. It's the third family, so let's open this up and put it under the third family and then OK. Over right here, then I'll select the bolts and open up the edit type. Now let's see what we have here. Okay, so let's open up the material browser for the nuts that we created. It looks fine, so let's just close this. So open up the edit family again, go to the nut, and then put this under instance. After that, we'll select the washer and do the same here as well. Then save. Then I'll load it again into the third family. Click override on this one. Now that we've loaded these families here, these sections here pop up, as you can see here. So for these families that we've created, let's associate them some parameters. First the nut and then the washer. There we go. And OK here. So then I'll select this piece and give it a parameter. Let's just name it plate, for example. And then open this up. There we go, and then OK. Then we save it, and for the name we'll just type in framing connection. After that, let's open up the family types and let's open up the material browser for the washer that we have. Here we'll search for metal. Alright, now let's see what we have here. Let's scroll through them so we can find a good enough material. I'll just select this copper that we have here and I'll add it up. Then check this box and then I'll make a duplicate of it. And then for color, I'll choose green. Click OK, and then let's go to the browser for plate. So here I'll just duplicate this, then another duplicate in the appearance, and I'll put the color for this one on yellow. Okay, and after that we go to the nut and open up the browser for this one as well. So here I'll use the same green colored copper that we already used. There it is, so just add it up and then OK. Alright, let's see. And now finally, for the bolts that we have, we'll just go with steel, for example. Let's open up the browser and there we go. Hit OK to close this. And this is what it turns out like. Alright, but this part was supposed to look green. So let's open up the browser once more. Here, go to the appearance tab, then select green, and there we go. Alright, hit apply, and let's go for the plate. Here, I'll go to the appearance tab and put yellow for the plate. And then finally, for the nuts or the screw that we have, let's see, oh, seems like I hadn't edited the material. So we'll go here and change the color to green. Then OK here, and then apply, and there we go. All right, just Ctrl C for the copper here, and then Ctrl V. Okay, let me see what's wrong. Let me open up the browser and select this copper for the material instead. And there it is. I'll just save the file up to this point, and then click on load and close into the project. Let's see which family you should go into. It's the ceiling connection framing family. So we go here and load and close into this one, which then we put right here. And then this part is going to connect to the ceiling. After that, let's go to the front view, then select align and lock this to the middle line, and then this horizontal piece will lock with this line. Alright, Ctrl S here, and now I'll load this one into the ceiling connections. Then we'll go here and put it right here, and this is a pretty good design, I would say so. So let's go to the left view, then select align and lock the middle part with this. And then here I'll be drawing a reference line right here in the middle. Then I'll put a measurement, then I'll equalize it with this, cancel, delete this one. Alright, Ctrl Z here, then using reference we put it here, and then I'll click on equalize. Let's see. Alright, cancel on this. Let's see what the issue is. Let me move this up, and let's go to view that we can get a good look at it. So let's see what we have from this front view. We'll just put this here, then click on equalize. So this is where the issue pops up. So the height that we have here is 0.08, and then let's go to the tip that we have here, and let me just change this to 0.04, and then here I'll put in a measurement, then I'll lock it and then align. So we lock the middle parts, and then this one with this one. And this is how it looks. So now we'll just be defining their parameters. So we open up the type properties, and what's important for us is h. So let's open it up. Here I'll type in h, underline connection, then OK. And because the rest of them are locked out, they're not important to us at the moment. But for the material here, let me just select the galvanized, and the rest are fine, we'll just leave them. So I go here and let me just get a quick check of it. Here I'll open up the family type and give 1 to the H connection, then 0.2, 0.35. Now looks great. Then OK, and then we'll save this, and then I'll be loading it into the project. So for the false ceiling that we have, we need to put one of these shapes in about every 1.5 panel that we go. So now the shape that you see here is in the second level ceiling. So now we'll open up the plan for it. All right. Right click in white frame here. There it is. So from the floors, let me open up the second floor. And so this is going to be in this area. So I'll go here and I'll open up the view range. And for this offset, I put in 4 meters. The next one's going to be 3, and then apply. And now I'm going to go through the plan and see where we need this. So let's see, for example, so now let me see where I should put this. So here I'll go to the middle part here and click space to use them. Let me just figure out what the height is first. So here we have 2.8. So here I'll put this in the 2.8 height right here in the middle and then space. And in order to check this out to be sure, I'll just go to the 3D view. Let me just click on W plus T so I can put these two next to each other. All right, now let's see where it is. It's on this surface. So let me just zoom in. And it's this one right here. So let me just put in 3.5 for the offset. All right, put in 3. There we go. Now I'll select the line. Now this connector is going to come here next to the underside of this. So let's check out the height here first. It's 2.85. So now I'll just select this right here and then I'll click on multiple and then I'll pull it to this point here. Or instead I can just go about it manually and then go here and then click on this part and then this one and then this one, then this one, and then this one. And now in the 3D view, you can see what it turns out like. And as you can see, it's completely realistic. So I'll complete the false ceiling connectors here and then we'll continue.